Hello gamers and geeks, and welcome to another D&D session. I'm Anthony, I'm the DM, and I run games of Dungeons and Dragons on the Games and Geekery Discord server. We've been doing the last few sessions for charity, a charity called Mind. If you'd like to help us fundraise for that charity, there is a link in the description below. Right here, that you can click on to help us reach the fundraising goals. You can also support the channel directly if you, for some reason, don't want to help people with mental health issues and would rather just see more content. You can also join our community. There, with all that out of the way, let's get back to the game. And so we're on episode 33 of the Blood Feud campaign. Would the players each like to introduce their characters?
Can I go first?
Of course you may. And
I play Sooty, the Spore Druid. Now Dampier, but she looks like a black tiefling. And is not particularly scary. In fact, she's
cute.
Fairly scared person. And kind of cute. Do not tell her that, she will threaten you, maybe.
With her ram's horns, she looks like a little black sheep person.
No one said that yet in the campaign, so no. I wonder how Sooty would react.
No idea. Who else?
I can go?
Go for it.
Sure. Yep, so I play Ebba, who is a reborn half-drow necromancer wizard. Rather confused at everything that's going on, quite hating it, wishing she was back somewhere nice and peaceful. And why can't everyone just get along? Anyway, that's her.
Yes. Did Nightwatch want to go next?
Sure. Hi, my name is Nightwatch. I am a Twilight Reaper Warforged Cleric of Stunga. Praise the moon.
Praise the moon.
And as this war goes on, I'm slowly getting a temper.
Slowly getting a temper?
Yes. These Drow and Deanne saying that she might go to the dark side is not helping her.
Yes, it is. It'll be quite a bit. Send her down the path to the dark side.
But she doesn't want to do that. She wants to be good aligned and not like Deanne.
Yes, I'll go next.
Okay.
Go for it, Deanne.
I play Deanne, the Dampier, the human-looking Dampier, Pact of the Tome, Warlock of the Undead, who is absolutely not trying to corrupt the entire party into evil shenanigans.
Of course not.
But yeah, that is Deanne.
That leaves Malrock and Scarlet. Which of
Can you hear me?
Yay! Yes. Yes, I can.
Picking up, apparently.
You're picking.
Little.
So I am Rob. I play Malrock Doomrider, the Goliath Death Knight Paladin.
Scarlet.
I play Scarlet, tiny but dangerous magma method.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, I'm big now, aren't I? Or bigger, at least.
Did you get?
I'm
Oh
still
yes, you
tiny,
did
though.
get bigger. Yes, you're.
I'm guessing it's medium sized now.
Yeah, I'm medium sized now,
Yes.
but still pretty small.
Yeah. Bigly. Alrighty. So, what happened last time we played? Do you recall?
We set up.
You had been camping in the middle of the Drow
Yeah, we
camp
set up
that
the
you
camp.
destroyed.
We had that
Yep.
Yeah.
tiny hut thing, and we were all in there.
Yep.
And then, like, some Drow showed up.
Yep.
And, like, challenged, one of them kind of challenged Malrock to, like, single combat or something. So he went at it, like, Goliath style.
Yep.
And so the rest of us kind of, like, some of us were still in the hut. Some of us, like, came outside to watch, like, holding, because he seemed to, you know, it was like set up like a duel. You know, so we didn't want to interfere if he was wanting to do it, like, as a test of strength and stuff.
Yep.
But obviously more and more Drow kept showing up. So eventually, like, one by one, people kind of sort of joined in to support them, because it wasn't like it was 1-on-1. It was like more people kept showing, and turned into this big battle. Deanne sent off his. He did his voice, like, booming loudly.
Yeah, he did. Thaumaturgy towards the Necropolis, saying "Help!"
Yeah, to cool down for, like, help and stuff to come up and help us take on us. Basically, like, waves of enemies that sort of kept coming at us, kind of thing. You know?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. And I can't quite remember what happened just after that. We eventually kind of
you became aware that there was more coming, and you were fucking burnt out, and you became aware that the ghosts that you had asked for, that your reinforcements were arriving. So you took that opportunity to retreat from the battlefield.
Making sure to grab Malrock's sword, because he went down.
He went down. Yep.
I believe Sooty animated his bones.
Yeah.
Skeletal, and had it grab the sword, so it looks like our Death Knight is still with us. Even if he actually is or isn't in the sword. It's great. The fun of necromancy.
Indeed.
But
was
yeah,
there anything significant that was missed? Any misinterpretations that need to be addressed?
No, I mean, not really.
That's pretty much right? Or at least that's the vibe. I wonder if I can possess the skeleton.
It'll probably collapse. If you actually disappeared into the sword, it'll probably collapse when you reconstitute.
Yeah. Unless you want to just manifest a new body. But
everyone else?
yeah. So we left off with you heading towards the Necropolis, passing the reinforcements of ghosts, and you hearing the banshees shriek in the direction of the enemy. But not close enough that you'd be affected.
I'm glad they were smart enough to wait till we were far enough away to do that.
When you get to the point where the tunnel reaches, because this is one of the main tunnels in and out of the Necropolis. There's a battalion of Night Guard waiting there, taking a defensive position in case something gets past the ghosts. But one of them addresses the group directly, saying that they have a message for you from Magister himself.
Yes, what is it?
You have done well and survived much that others would not. Our Lord Magister requests that we take this opportunity, while all the houses of Drow are here assaulting us, to send a small group of individuals to the Drow city. And destroy it. You have been selected for this duty.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
You will, of course, be given time to recover and gather what resources you need. But don't spend too long. If the Drow have the opportunity to return to their city, you will have lost the advantage.
If it's easier, we have comfy...
Understood.
Inside, can
So what do you do now, guys?
I'm gonna
It's not very comfy.
I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna ask the night guard. Hey, is it one of the? It's one of the Death Knight ones, right?
Yeah,
Oh no! What?
but he seems to be equipped for war rather than mere police work.
Right. That's fine. This is the question that we should be able to answer. On average, how long does it take if one of you, one of your bodies is destroyed before you reconstitute?
A matter of hours, typically. Speaking
Cool,
of which,
cool.
Rob, could you roll a d4?
All of us?
No, just Rob.
No.
Okay.
Just Malrock.
So you got kicked by a horse and what did you say?
Oh,
Ouch.
it's going to take you 4 hours to come out of that sword. On a bright note, most of you could get a long or even a full rest in that same amount of time. Get a short rest or a long rest in that time.
Yeah. Possibly?
May I suggest getting a few teleport scrolls,
Oh,
says
yeah, sorry.
Sooty.
I didn't know that was what the Scarlet Bell was.
Not a bad idea. Guess we could.
Is teleport within our range?
That's
Scrolls allow you to cast a variety of spells, even above your level. But they're
I know, but if it's above your level, you have to roll for it.
Do you?
Technically. For a scroll, technically, yes. You can use a scroll to cast spells above your current ability spell level, but it requires an ability check like a Dispel Magic or a Counter Spell.
It sounds like you're reading that from a book.
Do you sing at the QPC sometimes?
Nope, I just have that.
Memorized.
Yes, I remember singing it.
Yep.
Alright.
There was large questions about scroll usage in a different server, so that's why I memorized the scroll thing.
Okay.
Isn't But then again, if we're about to get another rest, who knows? It may not matter because we'll be 6. We may win.
Pleasure, Winnie.
Okay, so it's not the PHB. I wonder if it's the DMG.
Or I could be completely freaking wrong. Like
It could be.
it has been a long time since.
I'm just checking. So, but oh yeah, I know what I was originally looking at the PHB for was the range of teleport, like how far it can go.
Practically, I don't think it really has a range.
Teleport to range of 10 feet. But okay, so you transport you and up to 8 willing creatures of your choice within 10 feet to a destination you select, and you're more likely to be able to get there without issue if you've been there before or you have an item associated with that destination.
Fish and chips, we've got fisherman's pie, pear bars, strawberry fills.
But yeah, teleportation scrolls would be useful. What is it like while I'm in the sword? Is it like a genie trapped in a lamp or just nothingness? Well, technically, you're unconscious. I imagine that much like anybody else being unconscious, you would hallucinate. What do you think you would be dreaming about while you were sword-bound?
Don't worry about it, I've been through that, so don't worry about it.
The battles I've been through in your life. Fair enough. Just in your life.
Don't worry.
When I was alive and after you died. Okay. Scrolls. Scrolls. The most prevalent type of scroll is the spell scroll, a spell stored in written form, but some scrolls write the scroll of protection, bear an incantation that isn't a spell. Whatever its contents, a scroll is a roll of paper, sometimes attached to wooden rods, blah blah blah. Scroll is a consumable magic item. Unleashing this magic in a scroll requires the user to read the scroll. When the magic has been invoked, the scroll can't be used again, the words fade or it crumbles into dust. Unless a spell's description says otherwise, any creature that can understand the written language can read the script on a scroll and attempt to activate it. Okay. There is a variant rule for scroll mishaps. A creature who tries and fails to cast a spell from a spell scroll must make a DC 10 intelligence save, and if the save fails, then some sort of mishap happens, which could be fun. But it's an optional rule. Do you want...
That doesn't make sense.
What?
I've never heard the part where like anybody can use a scroll, because usually, like especially with the spell scrolls, it says it has to be on your spell list.
Okay, let's have a look and see if there's any other sources, because that's what it says in the DMG. But I know that some of the rules for magic were revised in Xanathar's. So let's see what it says about scrolls in Xanathar's.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not trying to be a pain. I'm just.
I know.
I want to make sure.
Yeah, I know. You like to know that when you're saying something, that you're saying it right.
Because when I bring up spell scroll on like D&D Beyond, a spell scroll. I know that that's not always the best one, but like appears to be the same thing on Roll20. Compendiums too.
Okay. Well, maybe my DMG is an older version of the DMG, and they updated it since, and so what you're seeing is the most up-to-date version of the rule.
I don't know. I have no idea, and I'm not going to argue. So your thing, your rules.
I'd never heard of the roll for making sure it works thing, but you said it like you were reciting something, so I had to check.
I mean, I will go ahead and we can ignore it, but I will show you. I will copy this so that people can see where I got the information from.
A scroll down memories. Oh, a scroll down memory lane. For a minute, I thought you were making a joke about scrolls, but no, it says stroll, not scroll.
That is what I have generally seen been used for scrolls in other places.
All right. Well. Boop. Boop. Oh, well, that knows we don't have to use the guaranteed success rule. Yeah, that picture I took is literally all it says in the DMG regarding scrolls.
Like, I wonder. That is weird. Is that the start of the magic items, or is that just under scrolls? So I wonder if there's a different way to go to actually look at the magic item list. Anyway, moving on. This is taking up entirely too much time.
If you look in the index of the DMG, on the scrolls it lists 2 page numbers, 139, which is what it says here, and 140, and the only thing on 140 is the mishap table.
Oh. Is interesting. So I don't know where the other stuff's coming from.
So I'm just going to check one more thing to see if there's any mention of it in the player's handbook. No listing, nothing about scrolls at all in the PHB. So, anyway,
that was so strange, but okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Moving on. Worry about it all later.
What's the guaranteed success rule, Rob?
Yes, if your mom's like, just take it.
Sorry, what was that?
You said one rule I noticed we don't often use is the guaranteed success rule. What's that one?
For skill checks, you take, and whatever skill you're doing, like say you're picking a lock, you can take, I can't remember the exact time frame, but you take a longer time frame, and instead of rolling, you just guarantee a success on whatever skill or check you're doing. Sometimes
what I do is if your average is really, like if you already have like an if your passive stealth is 15, and I know that all the enemies only have a passive perception of 10, you don't, there's no point.
Yeah, that's just automatic. Yeah.
But yeah, back to the game. So we got off that tangent because Sooty suggested getting some scroll of teleportation as part of your prep Is the idea that you would have teleportation scrolls to get the F out should you get caught? Or are you planning on teleporting to the Drow city to begin with, Sooty?
A very nice older house that's a big wraparound porch,
Night Watch, what? I don't know what's going on in your background there, but Noodle, if you're speaking, I can't hear you. It's probably because you're muted.
No, I is not speaking.
Okay. Would you like to, since I asked you a question?
What was the question? Sorry.
So your plan, you mentioned the teleportation scrolls, which is a good idea. Is your intention for you to have some sort of emergency exit, or are you going to use?
Yeah, basically emergency exit for either us or if we end up having to free some of the slaves, but mostly for us.
Sweet. Okay, so you need to find somebody in the Necropolis that will sell you some scrolls of teleportation.
I was hoping we could say, hey, Magister's order, and we don't have to pay.
Interesting theory.
He wants us to go in there, he can at least fund the scroll.
Right. But, make an insight check.
Okay. Insight. It is a +6. Yes. I thought Sooty would be more insightful. There we go. 8. I am not very smart.
Okay. You don't see anything wrong with asking around for scrolls of teleportation.
Of course not.
So, if you guys watching can hear those random like spooky sounds, I apologize. I think it's because people are commenting in some of the other servers I'm in. Sorry. But anyway, there's Aru. Okay. So, quick recap, Aru. You've walked back to the Necropolis, leaving the ghost to handle the Drow. A night guard has told you that Magister has requested that your group infiltrate. No, that's not quite the right word, but sneak into the Drow city whilst all the Drow are here fighting, and destroy it. So they have they've told you that it would be a good idea to get some rest and prepare, but don't leave it too long, because the longer you leave it, the more likely that the Drow will be returning to the city, and your window of opportunity will have closed. You know?
Mhm.
So
Yeah, so we kind of want to get there
yes.
fairly fast.
So far, the only plan that anybody's had is Sooty suggesting that you collect some teleportation scrolls, so to provide the party and anyone you happen to be rescuing with a quick exit from the Drow city. Any ideas yourself? Well, we only need one teleportation scroll. Yes, but make an insight check for me, Aru. We put everyone in the rod. How do we assate people? What does assate mean?
Assassinate?
Yeah, assassinate. How do we, do we go house by house? Do we try and draw them out? Do we trigger a slave rebellion?
He didn't.
Oh wait, that one might work.
He didn't say assassinate. He said destroy. Oh, you have a teleportation wand.
Oh, not wand. That's supposed to be wand of magic missile.
Wand of magic missile. Okay.
Yeah, I'm because
that makes more sense.
I'm checking how many charges my wand got back.
If I could communicate and ask about the logistics of why, says Rob.
Don't screw it up on me.
To who?
I use slide text, so sometimes it doesn't work.
Fair. What was why supposed to be?
Like he's saying we have to go and destroy the Drow city. Okay, we're not exactly walking literal tanks. How are we supposed to do that?
Nightwatch, you want to make an insight check? Haru says, well, I know of one way. Nightwatch. It occurs to you that one of the most effective ways of destroying the remaining Drow would be simply to overload.
Magister wants me to blow myself up. Magister, what the heck?
Don't blame me. Wasn't me. Aru says we can do my signature method, though extremely risky. And what is that, Aru?
Basically the same thing, only without endangering one of us.
He wants to recreate Traveler's Rest.
Can we put her soul in an object like me? Who is her? You mean Nightwatch?
I think. Yeah, technically, I'm already am.
Yeah. Nightwatch is the soul in a box.
I guess y'all can take out my soul, my crystal, but I would
That would be the thing that goes boom, though.
Yeah.
It would be your life glass going boom that would cause the explosion.
Yeah, the big eyes really good.
Then after the explosion, we break it open and blow up the city.
I mean, if he wants me to do that, he better like has a true resurrection on hand.
The go on.
It may not be quite as effective as that, and not necessarily guaranteed, but it definitely would be annoying and have to make them work. And since it's far enough away from the Necropolis, it might just work out right. We could just get a bunch of... If we're looking for scrolls and other things, we could just invoke some earthquakes.
Yeah. Shatter the fuck out of the cavern. Just set off a bunch of... you could even, if you're smart about it... Well, actually, roll Arcana. No. That'll get me in trouble. What?
It's about 10 cents more.
I about typed D20 plus 78. Wait, that is not correct.
Now, 20. Okay, so it occurs to you that there are several spells such as Magic Mouth, Contingency, the ward one. What's it called?
Arcane ward.
The glyph of warding.
Glyph of warding.
There are several spells that can trigger another spell when a certain condition is met. If you acquire those spells, you could set up a chain reaction of shatters, fireballs, and any other fun spells that you want to let off inside the city. While you yourselves are a safe distance away. It could be expensive. You could even set it up so that that it's triggered by the Drow returning, if you wanted to. Earthquake spell.
Yeah, booby trap the whole city.
Mm-hmm. Earthquake might be enough to do it.
You have to try and free the slaves first. We don't want our conscience.
Okay,
well,
so...
Do you need to free the slaves?
Are there any slaves left, or are they currently with their houses?
They're probably being used. Yeah, they're probably being used as cannon fodder. But assuming there are any slaves left in the city, I'm sure Ebba remembers what the Necropolis rule is regarding the living.
No living allowed.
No living allowed.
Unless they're being brought in specifically to be put in the Necropolis's farm system, or
generally speaking, they tend to breed them there. So
yeah. And most of those are bred now. They don't need to bring in fresh.
Yeah, and if they do, they tend to bring them when they're still infants, so that they don't teach any bad habits to the existing cattle. But but yeah, if you want to save the slaves in such a way that they can join Necropolis society, let them die.
Kill them and resurrect. Kill them and bring them back as undead.
Mm-hmm.
It's a kind of fate than what would happen to them if the Drow got back. Because they're going to be mad that they're lost. They're going to take it out on the only things that they have. They're going to take it out on the people who have no rights. Sometimes it's a.
That didn't sound very convincing.
Yeah, but that sounds too simple. Would it just be better for us to let them go through one of the exits that did not lead to the Necropolis?
The Duergar still exist. There are the other creatures of the Underdark. There are other Drow cities in the Underdark. Unarmed, untrained, random former slaves are not going to last long in the Underdark on their own. I hate to say it, but they're just not. It's not going to happen.
Absolutely, 100%. I completely agree.
That was random, isn't it?
Yeah. Just do our thing and send in the necromancers after. Exactly.
What's your favorite?
In fact, yeah.
I didn't find Marie today. I think we're going to that Halloween thing in Rose. Do you want to come? There's a Halloween party at the Potter House in Rose. 8 o'clock.
Okay. So, you guys don't know this, but it's going to take 4 hours for Malrock to come back.
5 hours-ish?
what do you want to do to prepare besides getting a scroll of teleportation? And also, how do you get that scroll of teleportation?
I don't get all my fun spells until the next level or two.
Nightwatch suggests eBay for the scroll. That's going to take a little while to arrive.
Probably a magic item shop.
Probably.
Yes. There's a nifty spell called Earthquake I can cast if I had a scroll and the money.
Yeah. Now, you have seen a couple of magic item shops in the Necropolis, right?
Yes. Yes, we have.
Which one do you want to go to?
Sorry. That spelled awesome.
The one that I got my magic blood thingy from. Ooh, my magic blood thingy could come in handy.
Who did you get that from?
I got not the evil shopkeeper, the one that's less evil.
The one that's less evil. You're in the Necropolis. That doesn't really.
Basically, not Brazil.
Not
we got it from nothing.
Fair enough. Okay, so you're gonna head to the shop where you got the decanter of Endless Blood.
Yeah.
All right. The friendly shopkeeper is happy to see you all again. Back for more?
Do you have any spell scrolls?
I have a few. What did you have in mind?
Teleport.
Earthquake.
I'm afraid both of those are contraband within the Necropolis. As I'm sure you're aware, the majority of the citizens of the Necropolis are not allowed to come and go for the safety of everyone.
Yes, but this is an emergency.
Illegal is illegal, emergency or not.
We'll find other means.
I think the big boss can shrug it up. You know big boss will be fine. Just this once.
Just a scratch, or did you get bitten?
Do you imagine that I just carry illegal contraband items just in case I have the... I don't carry those items in stock.
Insight check.
Go on then.
I feel like I got scratched up.
He's telling the truth.
Fuck. If it is.
Isn't there a vault of forbidden stuff we could get access to? No! I don't keep that stuff. I quite enjoy continuing to exist.
Guys, we're going to have to go, if we want contraband items for this mission, we're going to have to go to the tower.
Oh,
and
okay. Aru,
request from...
Yeah, okay. Alright, you're kind of getting to the same point. Aru is asking where any contraband that is seized goes to. The shopkeeper's probably going to say, the night guards, I assume. Their evidence safe or whatever. I don't know. Sorry, what were you saying about the tower, Dion?
That basically we're going to have to go to talk to either the... I can't remember what
the Arcane Enclave?
Yeah, the Arcane Enclave, to get special permission, or if they have the appropriate contraband spells available for this mission.
I don't know if he even has my sense.
Well, good luck with that. Is there anything more mundane I can help you with? Or, at least legal?
Scroll. We still need those.
What?
Teleport scroll. We still need those.
Transportation.
Teleportation is contraband.
Dang it. Okay, let's go talk to the guards.
Hey, Anthony,
Yeah.
remember the bow and arrow sword. Does that require arrows?
I believe we already said that the ammo was magically created, right?
Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure. Okay, continue.
Alright, so you leaving this shop and heading to the night guard station?
We're headed to...
Or
I think we're headed to the...
Are you going to Magister's Tower instead?
Yeah, we're going to head to Magister's Tower, because the best place to get access to high-level magic and things that might not be readily available.
Does everybody agree? Because it sounds like at least two of the people that spoke up were thinking that they were going to go to the night guard. But we could split. You want to split the party, Aru?
I don't imagine there's going to be very many people at the night guard's headquarters. They're all going to be mustered at each of the entrances to the city.
Right, which means
repel the attacks.
Which means any evidence chests would be relatively unguarded.
Fine. Let's go see what they've got. Let's go see what they've got hidden. Then let's at least take a couple of hours to rest so that I can recharge my magic.
We can still stay here as long as you like.
And see how long it's going to take our friend to pop back out of his sword.
No. I mean,
indeed.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You can stay if you want. You can still get out when it's locked.
As you, so you head to the night guard station. Yes, is everybody?
Yep.
Okay with that? Sweet. And as you already suspected, there are very few night guards on duty. In fact, the station is pretty much empty. There's not even there's not even anybody at the front desk.
Make sure you let it out.
What do you wanna do?
Pew.
Okay.
I think the kids want some pew-pews.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Maybe we should give our kids.
The kid wants to shoot up the cop shop. I'm a little worried about that kid. Anyway. So Aru has said to the rest of you, I can do this, guys, if we decide to steal. Oh yeah, and Tiny Jeff the Dimble Gun, that's funny. They start asking so early. Funny. Okay. If you want to start a fire, you actually do have a flying fire starter in the party. Miss Scarlet. No? You don't want to set the place on fire?
When you went, did you?
Oh, that gives me an idea. Thank you, Scarlet.
Aru, go to it. Let's get what we need and get somewhere to rest, please.
What's Sooty's idea?
I was trying to look at the druid spells, and that's why I was quiet for a bit. I can cast Conjure Elemental.
Yes, you can.
That could come in so handy along with Scarlet. We could burn the place down.
Why? Do you mean the Drow city or the Night Guard
Drow
station?
City.
Okay. Because I was going to say, you don't want to burn down the... You can summon Scarlet when she dies? What?
Because Scarlet is an elemental, and she would, I guess, go to her natural plane.
Technically, I can summon Scarlet.
No, you doesn't. Unfortunately, conjure elemental only lets you bring forth one of the 4 standard elementals, not methods.
No. Actually, there is a spell that can allow me to summon methods.
Yes, there is.
Conjure minor elementals. Scarlet isn't really a minor elemental.
Not anymore. No, she's her own thing.
Okay, then I'm gonna have to create a new spell.
Yes, you are. Now, you could probably get help with that from the Arcane Enclave. But anyway, so, are you sending Zane in alone, or while the rest of you keep guard, or are you going to search the place together? What's the deal? What's the plan?
Oh, we need an earthquake scroll and a teleport. So the people who need the scroll should probably go in as well.
So who else is trying to sneak around the Night Guard station?
We can just go in and ask.
This is true. You could just say, hey, can I have all the illegal property you've seized?
We can commandeer it for the war effort. We commandeer it for the war effort, is what we do.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But you would upset Aru, who finally gets to actually do sneaky steely stuff if you do that, though.
Oh, okay. Sorry. All right.
But yes, you could try gaining those items legitimately by asking for them.
Why not do both plans? If they say no, we
steal it anyway.
Yes.
Okay. Who's gonna go up to to one of the night guards on duty and ask for access to the contraband? Dion, I choose you, says Zane.
Can I come with you?
Someone with good criz or balls, says Sooty.
It's not really going to help that much. The charisma is the thing, I think.
Yeah, I don't think walking up to a cop and showing them your testicles would help at all.
Not really, no. It's probably more likely to get you shoved out the door.
or shoved into a cell, yeah.
I was referencing our male party members because I think they all have better charisma.
Yeah, I've only got a +1, so it's not going to be me. I am not the best.
Diane and Malrock are the best at the silver tongue stuff. But I'm guessing since Diane is not responding that he's currently not available. AFK. Dealing with kids. Yeah, and you are just a sword. Although I did have a yes.
Has anyone got the charm person spell? No.
Oh, Blaze was telling me
that
about
works
this
on
earlier.
undead.
Oh, was.
True. Has to be humanoid.
Mm. How about I just dimension door into there with Aru? We chuck everything in a bag of holding and then we leave. Also via the dimension door.
First you have to know where you're going. Do any of you know exactly where the contraband is kept? You were going to
Okay,
do...
idea.
Go on.
How about Aru sneaks in while also Ebba, you're also in the bag of holding?
Okay. You want to smuggle Ebba in within the bag of holding? So they can dimension door out when they find it?
I guess.
I am just going to stay on the outside and let the people who are doing this do it, because
We were waiting for you to come back.
The reason why we were trying to find out what happened to you is because one of the ideas that came up is, instead of stealing it, maybe somebody with a silver tongue like yourself could just ask one of the Night Guard for the contraband materials to help in the war effort.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
So you're going to go up to one of the nearest Night Guard.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give him... And then if you fail the steal, yeah. Yeah,
I can do that.
Do you want to... Okay, so Night Watch is offering guidance. Sooty, what helping would look like would basically you standing at Diane's elbow and agreeing with everything he said. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go. And Zaru's going to give you Flash of Genius as well. All right.
Double guidance someone.
No, you can't double guidance. But they've got a +3 from Flash of Genius and a 1d4 from guidance, an advantage from you. So Diane should be all set. 21.
What about an inspiration? Don't we have a bard?
You don't need it!
Yes, we do.
I think we're good.
We rolled that to low? Oh, it's too low.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So Zane's using his his reality warping powers to have you reroll the d20. Time warping powers, then. Fine.
Hold on. Let me get rid of that.
Just reroll. Just a d20. Right, okay. Cool. It's 1 point more. Are we satisfied with that roll?
I can't. That's still.
I'm disappointed in you, Diane, says Aru.
Avery has not liked me the last 3 days. Like, it's either been really good rolls or really, really bad. It's either 20-somethings or... It's either like 18, 19, 20 or 10 or lower.
The Night Guardsman, who is still in, like, normal policing uniform, says halteringly,
He got bitten.
I don't think I'm qualified to make that decision. But, he looks over to a door at,
Well, let's check it when Mary's there anyway, just in case.
not too far away from him.
Deanne smiles.
Sorry?
Deanne smiles, nods. Thank you for your time, officer. And I thank you. Kane thanks you, and Magister thanks you for your service. Oh. And I will walk towards that door.
Yeah.
Aru?
I think it's more she wants to understand why I was so pissed off at
Is this Jerry the Guard or Brooke the Guard? Yeah. Let's just say Benjamin is nowhere to be seen, alright?
Like how I was feeling, a bit like...
I feel like if we threatened him, it would be like the cop in The Town, just looking the other way from heavily armed guards. Pretty much, he is, as you walk towards the door, he says something about going to get a coffee, which is ridiculous since he doesn't drink. I will go with Dion.
I've spoken to him today, and I think he realised exactly what he did.
Will Aru be pulling out his thieves' tools?
Yeah.
The one with identify should go.
He's always been like that. He's always been fucking blunt and...
What do you mean the one with identify should go?
Aru has the identify spell, so we know what the scrolls actually do.
Okay.
So
There is one that vamp guard that likes his bean brew. This is true, but that's a vampire, and he usually mixes something into it to make it.
Fuck off with him, Marianne.
Yeah. Thieves' tools. Okay, do a roll for your thieves' tools, please.
I had Landon better to talk to on top of that, so.
It would be a D20 plus 7.
I think Mary is pissed off at him too.
Why is it plus 12?
Yeah, I think he went to her about it and basically...
Okay, the character sheet I've got for you doesn't say you have proficiency. Oh, there it is. There it is, tool expertise. It just says tool expertise, it doesn't say thieves' tools expertise, but okay. So yeah, you unlock the first door.
Yes, that's...
So as you open the door, you see that there, behind it, is a heavy barred gate that is also locked. Okay, go for it. This lock magically resists your attempts to pick it. Dispel magic. Very nice. Okay. Try it again. $34! Shit, that would have worked even if you hadn't dispelled the magic. Okay. You open the barred gate as well and find yourself, you could already see this through the bars of course, in a room lined with open shelf units. On the open shelf units labeled boxes, each with different case files, each different case file numbers on the boxes.
When we, based on the cases or the whatever, can we figure out?
Do you in order to do that, you'd have to find something which details what the cases were about and cross-reference that with the case numbers. Does that make sense? Looks for the most secured box. Now that you're in this room, all the boxes are... none of them are locked. They're just boxes labeled with case numbers.
Go to the captain's office and search the desk.
Alright. Make an investigation while you're doing that. Well, so Aru's just opening all the boxes. That's fair. That's fair.
Honestly, Aru, You're like a kid in a candy store.
The first box contains a large, heavy hammer. And it's got a label tied to it with the same case number that's on the outside of the box. It's not magical. It's just a hammer. It does bludgeoning damage. You happen to know that bludgeoning damage is particularly devastating to the skeleton population. This contraband item is contraband because smashy smashy. Not this. Close the book and go to the next. This one's full of holy water. Not like full of vials of holy water.
Yeah.
Wait, is it just a suitcase full of holy water?
A case box full of bottles of holy water. Ari says nope and puts it back. Can I look in boxes? Yeah, sure, you can look in boxes. Scarlet goes and grabs the hammer. Awesome.
Specifically box S. Sooty is helping to find stuff. She's also curious what her case file says. She's probably been in jail.
Okay, well the boxes are numbered. They're not lettered. If you want to know which number is associated with your case, you would have to follow Deanne to well, he's gone to the chief's office to look in the filing cabinets and the desk there. But
okay, I pick a random box.
Okay. This one contains a dead plant.
Nope. Puts it back. Another box.
A silver mirror.
Not bad. Puts it back. Another box.
You just saw Aru having all the fun. You decided you wanted to cut in, didn't you?
I want to have fun too.
No.
One more, please.
This in this one you see a small chest, like tiny, like it would fit on your desk, like it's like a jewelry box almost.
Passes to Aru. Next box.
So Aru, you get a small, elaborate-looking chest handed to you.
I'm not touching that in case it contains a soul-stealing ring or something.
Aru tries to open it. It doesn't do anything. It's a perfect model replica of a elaborate chest made from exotic materials. What's your passive arcana, Aru? It's 18, right? Yeah. You'd recognize this from a spell. A spell that requires a tiny chest to access a much larger one that's kept in the ethereal plane. Do you know the spell? I think so. It's on my tongue. I'm kind of hoping to find a dragon statue.
Yeah, the one that would allow me to use Draconic Spirit.
Okay.
But I know the likelihood of finding one is almost impossible.
Yes. Yeah, maybe Brass has one. Leomon's secret chest. That's the spell. Go on.
It's something I kind of feel like something like that was incredibly fancy would have been handed over to Magister. It wouldn't be gathering dust in a guard station.
Yeah. Yeah. Zane, armed with that information, as you realise that this is the component required for Leomon's secret chest, what do you do? Pockets it and says nothing? Okay.
Nightwatch just starts pocketing all the holy water.
Fair enough.
And also, I guess, start looking at the other chests.
At the other boxes? Okay.
Yeah.
Diane, did you do an investigation in the office?
I got a 13.
You got a 13. No. Looking through the desk, you find all sorts of logistical information, but nothing about specific cases.
He's going to mutter at the organizational skills of the Night Guard, or lack thereof, and he's going to spend 10 minutes to ritually cast Detect Magic and walk back to the vault.
Okay. I mean, there's quite a lot of magic. Several of those boxes begin to ping as you approach.
That box, that box, that box, that box, that box are the most interesting.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's start opening them.
Aru, the first one that you open seems to contain some sort of stuffy doll. It's this particular yeah, it's an evil plushie. Yeah, it's an evil plushie. That's right. Specifics. You're not sure why it would be. No, it's not an owlbear. It's a little doll. And where's... I know I've seen the magic item stat for this creepy fucking thing. I just can't remember which book it was in. Something about it is familiar, but you're having trouble identifying exactly what this stuffy does. Everyone else is distracted by it and has stopped looking through other boxes.
I'm not distracted by it. I'm going to look in a different box while he tries to figure out what it is, because the only reason I said is it an owlbear as well.
Fair.
References.
There's a drift globe in this one. As you open the box, bright radiant energy shines out. Very fucking uncomfortable.
Is it the talking doll item?
I said that you are having trouble identifying it.
Okay.
No, that definitely isn't what we're looking for.
Sooty just shoved her head in the box with one of the magic items in. Because it's bright.
Yeah, I've shot it. That definitely wasn't. I know why that's there. I don't know why they haven't just destroyed it.
Maybe they couldn't.
It's not. It's
pretty. It's like a little star.
No, it's a floating miniature sun.
That's what stars are.
Yeah.
Might you have any idea why that might be a bad thing to have in a city with a bunch of nobles who are allergic to the sun?
Okay, Nightwatch, just hand the box over. I'll store it for you. I'll make it into a nightlight for the kids.
Sooty, the box that you stick your head in has a golden book inside.
Picks up the book.
Don't touch. Never mind.
Late.
Let's see. Toby, knock it off.
Well, I'll let you know.
I'm worried. There's only 2 golden books of mine. One of them would be real bad if Sutty got her hands on it.
What is it? I want to know now.
You can't actually you can't unlock the clasp. It will not open.
Uh-oh.
I have a feeling I know which book it is.
Me too.
I don't, so I poke it.
History?
Yeah, go for it. History or Arcana.
I'm a cast Identify on it.
Go for it.
Can I guess what the book is before you tell me?
Go
If you tell
ahead. Nightwatch and Aru are both going to realize what it is at the same time and in unison say...
Book of Exalted Deeds.
Yes.
I was right.
Yep.
What does that
was
mean?
the one I was worried about someone getting their hands on.
Have you heard of the Book of Vile Darkness?
Yeah,
This is the good person's version of that. This is the opposite of the Book of Vile Darkness. The Book of Exalted Deeds. This is a book that can only be opened by the truly good.
I want to hug it.
You want to hug it?
Dan, we got a problem.
What?
He's gonna point at the book. It's the one no one's supposed to have.
Nightwatch, if you take that book, I will make it my mission to find its counter.
Yeah.
Technically, we have part of its counter. We got the one of Vecna's.
No. I mean its direct counter.
As you say the V word, one of the other boxes lurches.
I don't like that. Can I use Mage Hand to open that box, please?
Mm-hmm. as you open the box, the fingers of a desiccated hand creep over the lip of the box.
How many of you things? I thought you things were supposed to be artifacts. How many of you are there?
Aru's going to rush over and pick it up. Is it, guys? I think it's one of the Fey Queen's familiars. Wait, this one looks different.
Yeah. Actually, yes. Okay, I was gonna say that thinking it's the hand of Vecna, you rush to the box, and to your dismay, you see that this desiccated hand has an eyeball set into the palm of it.
Yeah, that's what Aru would think it is. Did you get lost, little buddy?
It blinks.
1 blink for yes, 2 blinks for no. Are you lost?
It doesn't blink again. It's already blinked once.
Yeah. Hey.
No, I just
How many more boxes do we have to go through?
I believe that there are 2 that you identified as containing something magical.
I'm still trying to adjust to him being law and
Checking the last boxes.
The first of them is full of scrolls.
on me, so like as soon as I get close to somebody,
Huzzah!
something happens to them.
We may have what we need here. And in the last box.
Yeah.
The last box seems to contain bones carved with strange writing.
Aru's gonna instantly. Wait, he won't know exactly.
Also, to top that off, I didn't actually know he was.
Do any of you know Celestial?
I do.
Oh, they're not the bones I was thinking of.
The bones.
No, I do not know.
These bones
Nope.
are etched with scripture written in Celestial. This is a holy. This is a holy relic. These are the bones of a saint.
Can I guess, like, see what the prayer is?
Are you gonna read it aloud?
No, I don't want to accidentally blow up people.
It is an admonishment against the undead.
Tell him this, and then because he doesn't understand emotions, what he says that.
So technically, like, it's a scripture that wouldn't allow the skeleton to become undead.
Well, yes, the skeleton itself cannot become undead, but it's also, if read aloud, if activated, if this relic is triggered, it would probably remove the from the undead within. You don't know what the radius is, but yeah.
And then Landon came over and started talking to me, and started talking to me, so that.
Put it in my bag.
And here I thought having my arrow was bad.
Hold that thought. Toby's whining. I need to be right back.
I'm not planning on doing anything. It's just for emergencies.
What kind of emergency could you have?
I don't know. Maybe Magisters thinks that we're too powerful and wants to kill us.
Which he did apologize for, but still, it's.
Or maybe your patron gets pissy.
That's me today. And then I got the wolf attack yesterday. I was really pissed off at him.
My patron is probably the least of our worries. And trust me, the thing that's going to get people more mad is if it's ever found out that you're carrying around a nuke. Well, not a large FU to the entire population.
City, you're going to have to wait because Anthony went to deal with Toby.
It's even hilarious if this actually isn't my skeleton.
It's either the bones of an It's either the bones of an actual celestial or a truly powerful member of a church.
Mm.
Which one, I don't know.
Because I've been treated and take it seriously. So yeah.
Okay. Why isn't he buried on the surface?
And I understand that
Wonder if
he's
it can
come from
attach to me when I'm not
mountains, he didn't have any
compliant.
socialization and all this, but...
So, as you are looking through, as a group, I'm assuming, the scrolls to figure out what they all are, Malrock is going to reconstitute himself and discover to your professional disgust that you're inside the evidence room.
Which usually I can deal with, and like, yeah, okay, that's fine. I can talk it through with them and not be bothered by it.
You were Hail Mary to nuke the city, yeah, for
Yeah.
somebody tried to smuggle it in. But yeah,
This is why
pretty much everything in that room was something that was a threat to the security of the Necropolis and was confiscated. What in the hell are you guys doing, says Malrock.
We're just looking. We're just looking. Hey, Nightwatch, can I try and open that book you found?
Yeah, maybe we could both open it and see if we can do it. We're both of our goodness, I guess.
It's
Okay.
Deanne, just let them figure it out.
No, because one of them's probably going to be able to open the book. We don't need that. What are we?
Let them fuck around and find out. We have bigger things to deal with.
Anyway, to answer your question, Malrock, we have received a request from Magister to go and destroy the Drow city while most of the Drow houses are surrounding the Necropolis.
Yeah, while the Drow are occupied trying to attack the Necropolis. Yeah. Sneak over there and boom.
We are attempting to get some. We came here looking for specific items, namely scrolls that we could use to get in and out quickly and actually do enough damage to the city without exhausting ourselves. But we seem to be finding a bunch of other things that people have decided that they must have. And Dean has the most absolute. He absolutely has the most disgusted look on his face right now. Like, just we came here
so disappointed.
Like,
Deanne, you come from a wealthy house. Most of us are broke ass bitches.
I don't have access to the family wealth. I am just a step above the servants.
Do you have a place to sleep?
Just outside the servants' quarters.
Do you have have steady food?
Yes.
Before you...
Kinda, sorta, I mean...
Did you have the safety of not having to look over your back?
No, because I lived with vampires.
That wasn't your own family.
Families.
Nope, because I live with vampires. That whole society is based on power, man. Like, yeah, your arguments don't hold water in a you know. It doesn't even really hold water in true mortal noble society, let alone in, you know,
So
the world
the
of
reason why you So the reason why you're still in the city is not because you have a family member that's being held hostage by your family?
No, there's no hostages being held. I am merely here because I fit in better here than I do on the surface. One slip of a smile on the surface that reveals my fangs, and I will be treated even worse than people treat me here.
Insight.
Yeah, he's privileged, but okay, you've all been raised to believe that going to the surface would mean being destroyed. You guys are brave being couriers, going up to the surface and seeing what's up there, despite knowing the dangers of... Yeah, you guys are all Ariel in The Little Fucking Mermaid. You wanted to be where the people are, even though you were told from a very early age that they are nothing but killers and...
Yeah, that is same
monsters.
for Darkling.
Sorry?
I was going to say not Aru, but then I realized no, Darklings are told don't go to the surface of the Feywild too.
Yep.
But Aru left and went to a more secluded area than his home.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, those of you looking through scrolls,
yep.
The first one that you unfurl is for the Dawn spell.
On. Pretty powerful spell.
That's the spell I can cast as a druid.
Well, anyone can cast them. You just You just can't memorize them like wizards.
Yeah. A wizard could copy it.
Specifically a druid spell.
Yeah, but like you don't need to be a druid to cast the spell. With the spell. You just and you can't copy it as a druid.
Yeah. The only people who can copy spells are wizards.
It's a cleric and a wizard spell, not a druid spell.
I'm thinking of...
Doesn't matter.
So me and Ebba could copy it because it's cleric, but any one of us can cast it.
Okay. Toby, what? I
never know quite where you stand in London.
I think I look like a devil, even people call me fiend. Yeah. Okay. So, the next scroll that somebody looks at, if anybody's still looking.
Yep.
Is teleport.
Nice.
Nice. We needed that.
You also find imprisonment. Hallow.
Oh, that's deadly.
And true resurrection.
Okay, Ebba, were you checking out these scrolls with us?
Yes.
Okay.
Dion crosses the checkout, grabs the true resurrection.
Technically, it would only work for one of us, and that would be Ebba. You don't actually. It doesn't. True resurrection actually would work for Night Watch too.
Yeah.
It reforms the body.
Yeah. Yes, it does. Okay. Now what? Diane has 2 ideas that do not involve the party. Okay.
Hey, share with the class. Aru shares all his ideas with y'all.
Deanne's in the back of Deanne's mind. He's thinking there are 2 people I could use this scroll on. Neither one are bringing the real or the original bodies of either Nightwatch or Eva back.
I think that would start a fight between the 2 who would want it.
Well, the one probably would not start too much of a fight because it would benefit them.
No, I mean Ebba or Nightwatch would start a fight if you used it without consulting them.
Maybe, but
Nightwatch
Nightwatch is indifferent at the moment. There is no earthquake scroll. There is no earthquake scroll.
Let's just hold that for later, I guess, if needed.
I'm shit out of luck. I just burned one if I grabbed one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you picked up a scroll, you would. Yeah. You would indeed incinerate them.
Okay. Let's figure out. We've got the ability to teleport. Does anybody have the ability to inscribe either contingency, arcane war, or any of the things that will go off later, and we pump enough fireballs or whatever into it that we might be able to? Or are we going to have to go beg somebody for a freaking powerful?
Let me take a look.
This is probably going to be one of our wizards.
I don't have but
you don't have a what?
Not arcane ward. The other one.
Contingency?
No, because arcane ward's a subclass feature. The
glyph of warding.
Glyph of warding, yeah.
Yeah.
Whichever one it is. Okay. Bloody.
Glyph of warding. Is it an artificer spell? It is an artificer spell, so just give me 8 hours and I can get it.
Do you think that the Drow would still be...
Yeah. That's the issue.
I say we take 1 more hour to get a little bit of rest because we've been kind of busy and I haven't been able to recharge, and then we get the hell out of here and do what we need to do and see what we can do.
Is somebody going to try to attune to the tome?
Is it in the boxing room, or?
Okay, out of character, is it better for a wizard or for a cleric to have this?
I think it increases.
Realistically, it would be the very best would be a good paladin. Mm-hmm. The second best is a cleric.
I don't think Ebba could technically attune to it because she's got the Vecna book.
She's a necromancer, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll try to attune to it.
Okay.
And if it doesn't work, I'll give it a try.
You're a literal fucking Death Knight. But anyway.
Yeah, I know.
So. Nightwatch. You spend an hour trying just sitting with the book, trying to align yourself with it, match its energy so that it'll let you in. When that hour is at the end of that hour, the clasps fly open and the book opens and you feel compelled to read. You need to spend the next 80 hours reading and studying the book.
80?
80.
Yep, I was about to say, doesn't it take like 80 hours to actually complete it?
Mm-hmm.
During that downtime, could I go do what I messaged you about?
I didn't take it, sadly.
No, not that. The conversation. Above it, like the idea I had.
How far above? Like, was it today?
Yes, it was today.
I would advise don't go.
So you want to go find him and ask him for a favor?
Yeah.
It's also illegal.
Are you going to tell the others what you're doing, or are you just going to wander off on your own?
No.
Illegal.
You're just going to wander off?
Nope.
No?
Yep.
Yeah?
Standard for our route. Wander off.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Alright. Are you going to try and sneak off?
No, he's not sneaky about it. He's...
Okay. If Aru starts walking away, what do the rest of you do? Apart from Nightwatch.
Mm-hmm.
Who's reading?
Nice.
No, can you carry her or carry Nightwatch out of here? I'll, in 1 hour, meet us in the town square.
Will do.
A little bit what? Oh.
I would very much like to take a short rest now, Anthony, please.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
I'll be up for a while because I'm going to the Halloween thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a
anybody else
parlor house at 82.
doing anything while
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like 3 hours from now.
while Nightwatch is reading and Aru has snuck off.
Looking for the scrolls of teleport and earthquake.
Mariana right me, so.
There is no earthquake spell in here.
And is there a teleport one?
Yes, I did list teleport.
Usually-
Yes, there was a teleport
Okay,
scroll.
cool. Any other useful scrolls?
I listed several. Did anybody make a note of what ones I said, or do I have to try and...
Yes. And there was teleport, imprisonment, God damn it. I was
resurrection.
thinking about through resurrection, and there was a minor one that didn't really matter that much.
There was also
We had
Dawn.
Dawn.
Dawn, that's it.
She may have run back to the
Oh,
stable.
Hollow.
Hello.
That's the one that doesn't matter too much.
What?
Because if we use it, we can't get to the place.
This is true.
So we have no use for it.
This stuff wasn't designed to make your job easier. This stuff is here because it was taken away from the people who had it. It's all stuff that would be a threat to the Necropolis.
Yep.
I have to decide what Ian's going to do with this, because this could almost be the point for him to leave.
Aru?
Yes.
As you're walking away, do you wonder about that little chest and why the heck it would be considered a threat to the Necropolis?
Yeah, he does.
What are you going to do about it?
He's gonna quickly stop by the magic scroll shop, because the spell, he's gonna try to get the spell scroll, because the spell itself shouldn't be contraband.
Oh, okay. I see.
Like, nobles probably use the spell all the time in that.
Yes. Okay.
I still need to find pumpkins. I haven't found one yet.
So, what level spell was it again?
4th.
And go. So when you go back to the magic shop, you would find him willing to sell you a scroll of secret chest for 700 gold pieces.
Deal.
Okay.
Aru knows he can't haggle worth shit. He'd probably end up paying more.
One girlfriend 2 PM'd.
It's my notations. It was the choice of the D2. One was going to be basically one was going to be DN was going to leave after this mission, and 2 means that he's going to do something else with the scroll of true resurrection.
Okay.
But he's going to have to wait to do that till he's outside the city.
Sorry about that.
Okay. So Aru, what are you doing with this chest now that you've got the scroll?
He's going to go into a couple back alleys to where the poor, like the poorest district possible, while still being in the area of the tower.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to cast it.
Okay. In the so you summon the large version of the chest out of the ether.
I must slowly open it.
It's locked.
Time to pick the lock.
Yeah, you can sleep, so you're gonna have to walk out, I think.
20, not bad.
Okay. Inside, you find a stone urn.
Stone urn.
Nothing else. Though you do find that the little, it's wrapped in chains.
I'm gonna cast Identify.
Contained in this vessel is a Drow genie.
Drow genie. Okay. He's going to put the vessel inside his bag of holding.
Okay.
Because he can't recast this spell. And then he's going to stop casting the spell so the chest disappears.
Sorry, what
take the mantle.
Did you say?
Doesn't the chest
what?
Stop casting the spell? Like, oh wait, it's in. Tell this. Oh, I see.
It's not a concentration thing.
Yeah. Oh, I can just do it do it myself. Like the spell's forever up.
You hide the chest
Okay.
and its contents in the ethereal plane. You must touch the chest and the miniature replica. Blah 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 blah.
Was he the black-haired guy?
While the chest remains on the ethereal plane, you can use an action and touch the replica to recall the chest while the spell's working. You It appears in an unoccupied space on the ground within 5 feet of you. You can send the chest back to the ethereal plane by using an action and touching both the chest and the replica. So, yeah, what do you want to do?
He's going to keep the urn in his bag, but he's going to send the chest back.
Not putting anything in it? Just sending an empty chest back into the ethereal? Okay.
Sending the empty chest, and he's going to take the miniature one and put it in his bag.
Yep.
So that they're separated. And then he's going to go off to the man.
Okay. In the meantime, what's Ebba up to? What's Malrock doing? What's Scarlet doing?
Let's see if I'm there. Thank you.
Y'all are muted if you are talking.
I would be probably just following along with everybody, wondering what we could use, what we got our hands on for.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of like different ideas.
Some pretty powerful stuff you've got. Who grabbed the drift globe, by the way?
I think Aru has it for Night Watch.
Aru told Nightwatch to give it to him so he can make children light. But that's up to Nightwatch if she did.
Alright.
I'll think about it. She's kind of occupied at the moment, so...
Yes! Absolutely.
Like, question, like...
Kind of wondering if
compelled?
they can undermine the whole Drow city. That's what she's thinking. You know, using one of Aru's light things, or a couple of them, like, go down under the city, so the entire city falls in a big hole.
You think you can do that with radiant energy? What was
we could use it to fuel the drill, I think.
Fuel the drill?
We got the. We can go grab the drill in the little mithril mine.
Oh shit! Yeah, the Dwurga drill.
We will become dwarves and dig a hole.
Diggy hole. What was Nightwatch trying to say before?
I was gonna ask, like, is Nightwatch actually compelled to read it for the entire 80 hours?
I will read you exactly what it says in the description.
To my understanding, it's kind of like the books that increase a stat.
Once the book is opened, the attuned creature must spend 80 hours reading and studying the book to digest its contents and gain its benefits. In other words, after 80 hours, that's when you gain all the benefits from the book.
So no breaks?
No breaks.
I have it how we can keep Nightwatch with us, but out of combat. Nightwatch, you got the rod. Go to your paradise and start reading.
She's already reading, that's the problem.
She's already reading.
But once combat starts,
Aru, you're not there.
Oh yeah, true. Never mind.
Also, you do have
You
a
sound
box.
like a record.
You do have a box you can put her in.
That's true. That sounds terrible.
Anyway,
put her in.
Just stick her in the hidden chest and pop her back into the ethereal until she's cooked.
I said that book was trouble.
She doesn't breathe, so you can put her in a bag of holding. That's also why you'd be able to put her in the chest, because, yeah. If you put somebody alive in there, they would not be alive when you took them back out. What was I going to say? So, yeah, so Scarlet is just swinging her hammer, just having fun with her bone cruncher. And hey, instant army of undead. This is true. You could put a bunch of skeletons in the box, also. Yeah.
Was it?
Okay. So, no one's doing anything else in particular.
How the door guard got stuck in that box.
Different box. I don't really know what I can do help. Yeah, you've already read through the scrolls. Can get an army of ghouls inside the back and just airdrop them. Maybe. My idea was to use it as an undead farm. Put somebody in, pull the body out, and have them become undead. That you'd still have to animate the body. But it may appear to be a humane to get rid of them as they suffocate, as opposed to, murderizing them outright. But anyway, Aru, you walk confidently up to Magister's Tower, I assume.
Yep.
I chose the tops.
Very confidently.
Yeah.
There are two heavily armed and armored guard at the gate.
Hello!
The tower
is going to start.
The tower is closed until the hostilities end.
I was assigned, me and my group were assigned with destroying the city. The Drow city.
Then why are you here?
Well, to simply put it, I doubt they're going to have the strength to actually destroy it on their own. And all I need is a single common item among the tower to destroy the whole city.
Do you not trust our Lord Magister?
No, I trust him completely.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then
I
do
don't
the
trust
task
my
you were
friends in that
asked.
thing.
If he selected them to do a task, they must be capable of it, even if they do not know they are.
I was going to think back by the past. Nah, they're not.
Heretic.
Hey, I'll have you know, me and my friends may have saved the tower. I don't think we can cause that much destruction on our own.
You will do as Magister commands.
If you want to put her away and get another horse out, she's tired.
Okay. But I'm bringing on y'all's asses if this fails. And he's going to walk away.
I want some fruit.
We get...
Ballsy little fuck. Yes. Yes, Aru is indeed a ballsy little fuck, but it didn't pan out this time.
He's ballsy. And he's not too surprised by the outcome.
Aru, they're only guarding the main door to the tower.
That is true.
You are ballsy. What would you try?
I am pretty ballsy. Let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna cast invisibility first.
Yeah, I've not read
okay.
in ages.
Well, you're out of sight.
Yep.
Is your steel defender also invisible?
Oh, it's just going to hang back.
Okay. And then what?
And he's going to look around for another entrance into the tower.
Insane.
There is no entrance on the ground floor into the tower.
Oh, wait, if I cast a spell, it removes invisibility, but I would get through.
What you gonna do?
Question, no, the doors couldn't possibly be that thick.
What are you talking about? You're gonna try and take on the guards on your own?
No.
Well, listen, we're going to Blackwater.
I was gonna walk up. Like, is there a space in between them?
In between the guards?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're standing either side of the door.
Oh, she's there.
Well, my thought is I can just Misty step through.
Hold on.
But would the invisibility cancel before I teleport or after I teleport?
First of all,
it's 30. I don't think it requires sight.
That's what I'm checking. Misty step.
Misty step moves you 30 feet to a spot you can see.
Yeah, unoccupied space you can see. Yeah, so you can't just use it to bounce the other side of the door. Sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. Don't think I have any other way to get through though, so I'd have to give up. And return. To the town center he goes.
I thought you were going to try and climb the tower.
I think I have the thing to do that, but I think it would be pretty obvious. Actually,
not if you're invisible.
I'll climb the tower.
Sorry?
How long did I have Dream?
I
10
did the
minutes?
spells in the wrong order if I want to climb the tower.
And the fucking Breton guy went to the tower.
Oh wait, no, that uses concentration. Never mind.
Okay, so you're heading back.
She's the only one that
to the rest of the party.
got an injury, so the rest
Having failed.
Where'd you go, Aru?
Places.
Changed it.
Fine. Be secretive. It's not like, it's not like we're risking our lives again.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't work out, so that it doesn't really matter.
Nice. That'd be good one.
I've got one play left. It's just going to hurt. And we'll do it on our way out. We'll do it on our way out of town. I'm sure there's
Sure there's a what?
I'm trying to think. Deanne's trying to think if there's a way to get to the Drow city that won't be obvious. Like, we're not gonna have to fight our way through part of the Drow to get to their city.
That is the tough thing. That as far as you know, there was a Drow camp blocking every exit from the Necropolis. But you also know that quite a lot of those forces are currently engaged in combat.
Yeah, we may be able to just skirt around the combats.
Yeah. You might be able to sneak through camp through one of the camps that is furthest away from the fighting.
No.
Alright. Are we ready to go then? And what are we going to do about Night Watch? I don't think she's going to be stopping anytime soon.
I'll try and keep an eye on her. How's that?
I don't even know if we're going to be able to get her to walk with us. Like when you were...
put her in my chest.
What? Okay, I'm hoping you don't mean you're going to, like, open up your chest cavity and try to stuff Night Watch in there.
No. I got a magic chest.
Okay. I'm good with that.
He's going to snap his fingers and a big chest appears.
Yup.
That's a big chest.
Whatever.
It is a very curvy and exotic chest.
Maybe.
Phrasing.
Oh, those days of the time, don't worry.
Does anybody have any ideas on what we can use?
Yeah, probably. Have you also had your?
Yeah, that might work if we knew we had it. Anyway, alright, well, you guys pack Night Watch in as safely as possible. I'm gonna hit one last shot and hope for the worst.
Okay. Which shop are you heading to, as if I need to ask?
Do you like tea?
Yeah, as if you need to ask. Braziel's.
Have you tried like a sleep time?
Well, if it ain't my less than rotten friend.
Let's make this short, sweet, and to the point, Braziel. And I'm doing this in Infernal. And honest to God, for once, let's try not to undermine, backstab, or any other way make this ridiculous. I know how you are and how much you love the game, but I'm in a hurry, and I would like to not make the really high-ups mad by failing at this. I need 4 Scrolls of Earthquake and 4 Glyphs of Warding or Contingencies.
I can do that. I'll even do it for free if you'll do me a favor.
What is the favor?
Probably a bear then, if it's grizzlies.
I'm guessing that you are planning on some major devastation that will result in a lot of lost souls. Am I right?
Hang on, let me get.
Possibly. Depends on how many Drow are still within their city.
Because I don't have it.
As you set up this little trap of yours, I want you to dedicate their deaths to me.
So what, just like a declaration or an extra word or two in the...
They'll be somewhat ritualistic. I'll give you a script.
Okay. I'll
perform the ritual and it will pay for the items you're purchasing.
Sounds good. I'm willing to do that.
Excellent. Sign here for the receipt of the scrolls, the ritual, and the ritual artifacts.
Dan's going to, assuming that the thing is in Infernal, he's going to read through the contract, make sure that Braziel didn't slip anything into the contract that he didn't say out loud.
Well, the usual clause about, if you fail, then your soul is forfeit and belongs to Braziel, but,
Yeah, I kind of figured that, but it's not like, anything truly weird or anything like... Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Then I will sign the contract and come out with my 8 scrolls.
Sweet.
Oh, I guess technically 9, because I assume the ritual thing's written down on a scroll, too.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so...
And he gave you a wand that looked like an elongated, desiccated finger and some vials of fluid that you have to sprinkle around the place as you...
the accoutrements for the ritual. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Well, my biggest detractor is currently locked into 80 hours of reading a book, so they're not going to be able to complain. If I promise to do this other thing, I may be able to get the other one who wouldn't like this idea to go along with it, because I'll be able to make them really, really happy. This could work.
Okay. Where did are the rest of the party still sitting in the evidence room, or did you move to another location?
We would have moved, sure.
Where would you have gone?
Clubhouse?
Well, they told all to go to the city center.
Deanne carried Night Watch, so I would have probably carried her to the clubhouse.
Sweet. And Zane would have transferred her into the chest and what have you. Night Watch might even. Night Watch can still like move and and walk and stuff. They just have to read while they're doing it.
I have a Night Watch in the box, guys.
Just safer that way, to be perfectly honest.
Give her at least give her a light source though, so she can read.
Drift globe.
Yeah.
No, Aru will use magical tinkering to make a glowing orb.
Nice.
And just give it a watch.
Sweet.
We are not about to give her the power of the sun
to read a book.
But as a light source for reading.
The point that it's not going to matter. As soon as she finishes reading the book, she's going to have a halo that is the power of the sun anyway.
Yo.
I was reading it because I remembered that part. Luckily, it doesn't say sunlight.
No. Okay. Yeah. So.
Otherwise, we would be.
Let's have some. So obviously, this isn't going to actually happen until you finished reading. But I want to get this. I want to do this before we forget.
Okay.
So first, when you finish reading, you will gain two minor beneficial properties and two major beneficial properties. No detrimental properties at all. So I would like you to roll a D100 4 times, please.
And D100.
Yeah, I'll get to that.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
So the 76 is a 2nd level spell.
I mean, if it does happen, we just need to
do something fun. Where are the spells? Where are the spells? I've had this book for ages and I still have trouble finding where the spells and the feats are. There we go. Okay. Dash this. 2nd level. Okay. What does that do? Tash's mind whip. Yeah, okay, that sounds fun. Tasha's mind whip. You psychically lash out at one creature you can see within range. It takes an action, range is 90 feet, vocal components, duration 1 round. The target must make an intelligence save. On a failed save, they take 3d6 psychic damage and can't make a reaction until the end of their next turn. Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action it can only choose one of the three. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and suffers none of the spell's other effects. So that was Tasha's Mind Whip.
Must have gone on my other hand.
Next D100 roll. Oh, by the way, that spell, you can cast it with as an action for free. And when you cast the spell, roll a d6. If you roll between 1 and 5, you can't cast it again until the next dawn. But if you get a 6, you can cast it again if you wanted to.
Oh, okay.
39 would be, while attuned to this artifact, you cannot be charmed or frightened. So you're immune to charmed and frightened effects. Next one.
And okay, write it down. Okay, another D100. I'm on the Halo.
Yeah, don't follow me up in graves.
81.
Oh man.
That's a 7th level spell.
Oh.
Let's have a look. Let's get you something fun.
I don't think I can climb down and back up with my arm.
Burp, 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 burp. 7th level spell.
I'll stay here.
Let's
I'm not chancing
do...
it. I'm knowing mine, like I'll end up falling down to the bottom.
Reverse gravity.
Ooh, that's a...
And once again, you can use the action to cast this spell. After you cast the spell, roll a d6. On a 1 through 5, you can't cast it again until the next dawn. But if you get a 6, you can keep using it for free.
Mm.
And one more D100 roll. 65. That is a 5th level spell.
Night Watch getting all the good rolls. Now watch her roll nat ones for the rest of the campaign.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Yes. Summon Celestial.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Crunchy.
So, did you say crunchy?
Yes. Don't ask.
So, Summon Celestial is a Tasha's spell. Takes an action. As long as you're concentrating for up to an hour, you've got this Celestial Spirit friend. You can choose, as you cast it, whether it's an Avenger Celestial or a Defender Celestial. The Avenger's got a Radiant Bow, and the Defender has a Radiant Mace. Either way, they've got Healing Touch that they can use once a day, and a multi-attack. So they'll have 2 attacks. And a 40-foot fly speed, and they're resistant to... Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, I could definitely, I guess, swap out the, I already have it in my spells, but I could definitely
Oh, you already have it in your spells, okay.
Because it's a cleric spell, but if it's, similar to, the other stuff, that if I roll, a 6,
do you have
D6
It is a D6.
It's a free, casting of it. So, yeah, do you have... Yeah, you do have Summon Celestial. Okay.
Yeah, but as a cleric, I can swap out my spells.
You can. This is true. Very well. And
oh, never mind. Go ahead.
the other benefits of the Book of Exalted Deeds is that your wisdom score, after you've spent the amount of time reading and studying the book, your wisdom score is going to increase by 2. So your wisdom's now maxed out at 20, except you could, in theory, use this ability to get up to 24, but you're not already at 22, so it doesn't work like that. So yeah, you go from 18 to 20 on your wisdom. You once you've read and studied the book, any spell slot you expend to cast a cleric or paladin spell counts as a spell slot of 1 level higher. So that means that
the level 1 spells become level 2 and level 9.
Yeah, I was getting to that, but there was noise, so I was waiting till the noise stopped. So your cure wounds would count as being level 2, as would your healing word and inflict wounds and all of that. Your spiritual weapon, your moonbeam, etc. would also be upcast to level 3 automatically. Spirit guardians would be level 4 automatically. And of course, summon celestial, mass cure wounds, both of them would be automatically considered level 6 if you use a spell slot to cast them. And then Halo. Once you've read and studied the book, you gain a protective halo. This halo sheds bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. You can dismiss or manifest the halo as a bonus action. While present, the halo gives you advantage on persuasion checks made to interact with good creatures and intimidation checks made to interact with evil creatures. In addition, fiends and undead within the halo's bright light make attack rolls against you with disadvantage.
As I said before, I promise I'm not gonna kill anyone at the moment. It's the Magister. I'm not playing on it yet.
If you don't kill anyone, how much do we want to bet that's going to be Dean first?
Well, like I said, it doesn't automatically kill undead. It just makes it so
let's
that
leave that.
they have disadvantage on attacks.
Nope.
So,
yeah, let's just leave that.
That is that. What was a 16, Zane? The Arcana roll?
Yeah, the Arcana.
To identify the Drow?
Its powers, like...
Yeah, I already showed you
Is Aurora aware of their powers?
Yeah, scroll up, I showed you the stat block.
Oh, I thought that was just you checking for yourself.
No, that was to show you what it could do.
Okay.
Silly man. Anyway. So... What was I going to say? Yeah, so we've... yeah, so are you short resting a little bit to get some hit points back before you sneak through enemy encampments to get your to get to the Drow City?
Where you've got a fucking plate.
Okay.
A fucking plate? I've never heard of one of those.
No, we're taking it off.
She is playing Red Dead Redemption right next to me. After we finish the move, we'll be in 2 different rooms, so you won't overhear somebody else when I'm streaming. And vice versa.
Question, have you guys...
Oh, I didn't know you were moving.
Yeah.
Are you coming back to America?
No.
No.
I tried.
No, especially this election.
Somebody would have to buy me a mansion and give me like a large amount of spending money to convince me to come back to America.
I'll hit up my grandpa. I need in-person D&D sessions.
Ellen and I have bought a house in a city not far from where we are.
Lizzie.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Strawberry.
It's not really a city yet. They're trying to get city status.
Yeah, Ponto was about, but I think
But they don't have it yet. But it's a much bigger town than the one we're living in right now.
I'm only kidding. You know that.
The Kidwellians
I'm just
insist
joking.
on calling Kidwelly a town, even though most people would classify a population of this size as a village. But you know.
Yeah. Well, everybody in the whole rest of Wales hates Cardiff anyway, so.
What's wrong with Cardiff?
Or they just think we get all the money and everything, and they're always really salty about it.
Cardiff is nice. I'm closer to Swansea, but Cardiff is nice.
Well, if you go anywhere in Wales being from Cardiff,
okay,
people like look at you like, oh, you're, you know,
one of those metropolitan snobs.
unless they're not. Yes, unless they're not actually from Wales, which is fine because like you can go to villages in mid Wales and like, you know, you probably wouldn't actually meet anyone from Wales.
Fair enough.
So that's quite handy sometimes.
Fair. Anyway,
You get to fly under the radar.
So if you want to regain some hit die, if some hit points, use your hit die to do so. And does Deanne want to spend some time? I go to 18. Okay, add that to your character sheet. And does Deanne want to spend some time explaining their plan to the rest of the party, or are they just gonna do what they're going to do anyway, and if the party gets in the way, so be it?
So, I've got the scrolls we need to do this. The only drawback is where I had to get them. I didn't actually have to pay for them outright. It has been requested that I perform a ritual before using the scrolls and activating them so that any deaths that happen within the city, the souls are sent to Braziel.
That sounds like a very bad thing to do.
Yes, but I'm going to counter that by bringing your father back.
Oh. God damn, Deanne!
Wow.
It ain't worth.
As he reaches into his pocket, pulls out the scroll of true resurrection, and pats it on his hand.
You're assuming that Ebba's going to give you the brain chunk necessary to do that.
Right, we'll again check those.
I will put the amulet of. I will reattune to the amulet of mind, the amulet of detect thoughts, and I'll scour through her head till I find his true name, and then I'll use it to resurrect him.
Whether she likes it or not.
You are going to accept your father coming back to life, whether you like it or not.
I don't think I can condone a plan where everybody is.
That's why, if you don't like it, I'll bring your father back, and you and him can run off and live your life.
I was going to suggest
I can join you in doing that.
That's what I'm literally just giving you your out. As soon as we're outside of the city, I can return part of your family, and you and him can go off, and you won't have to deal with us ever again.
Or we can use the I found. Our whispers.
Or we can use the what?
Genie I found.
That we can use for something else. We'll talk about that later.
Absolutely no question where Aru found a genie.
Yep, you have no. You still have no idea why that Dow was locked away in the evidence room.
No, he doesn't. But he is sure it's definitely there for violence.
Have you got horseshoes on your
All right,
horse?
that's a safe assumption, but
Horseshoes?
you don't know.
We don't know much, so...
I don't know much.
Ebba says, I'm sorry, I can't be part of this at all.
You don't want to exterminate the Drow?
Defend where we live against them, but a war of annihilation where everyone's souls get sent off to eternal damnation or servitude in the hells. I can't do that. That would be
They were going to be tortured. They were going to be tortured one way or another. Any dead Drow that died there would be.
Do it. I still can't do it. I can't.
She's okay. So this is a trolley problem because the Drow, when they die, their souls go to Lolth,
who will torture them forever. Or do we send them to Braziel, who will torture them forever?
Yeah, but
yeah, there's no winning for Drow souls. They're going to get either sent to Lolth, who will torture them for being utter failures, or they're going to be sent to Braziel to be
used for his own purposes, whatever they may be.
They may not even be tortured. They may be turned into soldiers in his army.
Or magic weapons.
You right?
Or who knows? It may not even.
I don't care. At least I didn't do it. I can't be part of it.
So you're refusing to touch the lever.
Mhm.
Then here's what I suggest you do. Take this scroll
and shove it.
Head up. No, head up. Head up the exit through the Noble District, out into the surface, bring your father back, and live your life. And never look back to the Necropolis.
Scalebane, you are still occupied by Drow.
Yeah, but it's... Okay. Or, find a way to climb back up the water spout in the sewers of... not Gate, fuck.
Coal City.
Coal City. Find a way out of the find a way out of the Underdark, and go live your life, because you have never truly
lived. Average time.
Would Ebba be allowed back? Because she is technically undead. The upper world wouldn't want her, technically speaking. That's why she's down.
But if... I get the feeling her father was a sailor, and if they live out on the sea, no one's going to care.
What was Ebba trying to say? How does Ebba feel about this?
Ebba's just gonna...
I imagine
she's just gonna... I don't know, actually.
Is anybody else in
I think she would just be really conflicted.
Indeed. Is anybody...
I have it!
Anybody else gonna speak up and say they don't want Ebba to leave or anything, or are you all just gonna let Ebba go?
Haru doesn't want Ebba to leave. That's.
I wish Nightwatch could speak.
If Haru had to pick a side, he would side with Ebba more than Deanne. No offense to you, Deanne.
Malrock is typing.
She also got hit in her head. She's got plate.
Yeah, great, fine.
I understand in character
Yeah, I don't like this. I'm not trying to take somebody's agency away, but like,
I'm trying to think of a way we can get. I'm trying to think of a completely different solution. One where
this doesn't. I was trying for the least evil of evil ideas, because realistically, especially now that I know that we have a Drow, I could have wished.
The problem that Emma has with it is that we are directly benefiting by using these souls to pay off a debt by this horrendous mass murder, which is not cause for celebration at all.
Wait, but we're not benefiting. Braziel the thing we got from Braziel is the thing we're going to use to kill them all. We literally don't get anything from this.
Yeah, we're not getting anything. The only thing we're going to get is from...
Unless Magister gives us something, in which case any other method we come up with to destroy them
would have gotten us paid.
But yeah, I see the fact that it's Braziel is the main issue.
This thing is, if you kill someone in battle and their soul goes to their evil god, that's one thing. You didn't really have anything to do with it. You were defending your life against theirs. But so you didn't take any action to cause that to happen, did you? So it's not as morally equivalent as you might think.
They are literally at our doorsteps trying to wipe us out, and you're talking to me about morals? Fine. You all stay here. I no longer care. I'm leaving, and I'm doing this. And I'm out.
Did he literally leave?
I think he literally...
DM has absolutely had enough of the moral back and forth with everybody.
Oh, okay.
Because he is truly evil.
Dan. It was Suti who left.
No, I'm just saying...
We're talking in real life, in the call. It was Suti that left.
I kind of figured that when I heard the thing, because...
Yeah, that's what we were trying to figure out, because we thought you as a person left, not Deanna.
She doesn't like it when people argue. But FT wants to send...
We're not arguing, we're debating in character.
I know, but she has trouble telling the difference. Wants to send a message.
Yeah, because I do a very good job of portraying my character's frustrations. She has a really hard time reading that.
I'm trying to think of a way.
No, it's literally come to the point where Deanne's either going to have to leave the party because he just, as much fun as I have playing him, he doesn't fit this group. Because his very demeanor is, we have a job to do. We were given an assignment, and I'm going to complete the assignment. And everybody else is like, and he's just like, he gets so frustrated because he's very goal driven, and it's been mounting more and more every week. When I designed this character, I was expecting a fully evil campaign, and when everybody started playing good characters, I was like, well, this isn't going to last long for me, because
not everybody's a good character. There's two good characters, and everyone else is shades of grey.
Yeah, but the two good characters are so good and so incorruptible that he can't. It's a constant fight between him and then everybody else, and because everybody else is either shades of gray or the really good characters, and it's really becoming not fun to constantly feel.
Aru is completely evil, but I cut it back as he hides it well.
I know, and I've been trying, but there's still there's still just the certain, like, in certain instances, I know how the character would think, and whereas I try not to, like, cause other people to do things that they don't want to do, which is why he was suggesting, he wasn't, like, ordering Ebba to do something. He was saying, this may be the best course of action for you, but I can't make you do it, because I'm not going to do that. But at this point, I think he's just going to storm off at his top speed and head up a wall to the roof of the caverns, and he's going to go on the. Go.
Before you do that, there's something I want to do, and I'm working with Sean on it.
Okay. I'll wait a second, but like that's his plan at this point is to.
I was gonna say I'm sorry, Deanna, if we were like trying to make her character like.
No, when I like from day one, I'm like I knew that eventually there was going to come up a major conflict somewhere down the line because there were too many drastically divergent opinions, and at some point there was going to come into an extreme conflict, and this just happens to be that point.
Okay, so can we get back into the character and play?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So while Diane's getting frustrated and people are and trying to come up with a solution that gets the job done without upsetting anybody, and other party members are getting upset at the idea of even losing Ebba, Sooty runs up. Sorry, not Sooty. Tick runs up. The Darkling that replaced the hag when she died, with something to tell you all. Go for it, Sean.
Sooty is going
Tick
to say...
Tick.
Sorry, Tick is going to say...
Need more
Grandma is manipulating the Drow.
What?
You can't talk.
I know about a character.
That's not me trying to be mean. That's just the logistics. You're still. What grandma?
Don't do that.
So she would explain that Magister is one of 3 very powerful entities, one of whom, Grandma, is the master of magic, and part of the reason why the hag was hiding down here was amongst the undead. Ironically, even though Magister knew exactly who she was and where she was, she didn't want to have anything to do with Grandma's Academy of Magic, so she was down here. But yeah, there are 3. Grandma, Magister, and Havana. And they're all... What?
I thought the rumors were that they worked together. Why are they suddenly attacking each other?
They're not. So I'll just
how or why is she manipulating the Drow?
She might be trying to free the slaves.
No.
Oh,
read your notes.
Magister is trying to expand his territory.
What does that matter if it's underground? Like,
the most precious material is underground.
as far as I'm concerned, they're all free. Well, concerned. Are all psyched, to be perfectly honest. They're too worried about their personal domains and not about the actual worlds around them.
Grandma is coming to the Drow in the form of Loaf to lead them into a foolish war. She's helping by messing with them. Magister wants to expand his territory, and the Drow are in the way of that, I'm guessing.
Plus, they'd make great soldiers in an undead army.
Exactly.
The plan is to have the Drow all die and be raised from the dead.
I'm still okay with this.
How does the rest of the party feel about this new information?
Maybe we should go and
What does Sooty say?
find Grandma and force her to confess.
What does Sooty
Or
say?
find her if she's meeting the Drow and unmask her.
No, Grandma is on your side, kind of.
No offense, young one, but we have recently come to the conclusion that some of us have very different sides in this conflict. And it's not just Drow versus undead. It's it's more of a light versus dark thing, and some of us are pitch black.
So this Grandma lady, well, Magister wants to expand, but to do that I'd have to take out the Drow. So this Grandma lady has
stirred up the Drow to give an excuse for extermination.
Yeah. She's encouraging them to get all worked up and fight against the Necropolis, but
a lot of people would benefit from this arrangement. Those unfortunate slaves, which I was once, can be freed. I assume Grandma can help with that. You guys get to expand your territory.
Around the
new real estate.
Around the lake. Actually, we'll check the record shop here, see if no.
And you look good helping with this.
That's not.
I think.
Interestingly enough, I expect Tick to be of the going in and say, "Don't do it! It's a conspiracy. You're going right into their plans." But yeah, apparently Tick isn't.
I would, but I'm guessing Tick would know about the doors.
The doors.
Grandma's doors?
Okay.
Does she not know?
I wasn't imagining. I hadn't thought of that. That maybe because I imagine you haven't left your hut. This is all stuff that you figured out through divination, through scrying.
Okay, then forget about the doors, or not forget about the doors?
What would Tick recommend with regards to the doors? Why would Tick think this would be a good thing that would help the party, if she knew?
Well, there's moral issues in the party. I'm guessing some of us don't want to go around killing a bunch of abused slaves, right?
Okay.
Once again, there's no guarantee the slaves are still in the Drow city. I would give better money that the Drow drug them to use them as human as physical shields and servants on the front lines of the fighting.
Okay, but assuming that there are slaves to rescue, I'm still fascinated as to why the doors help.
Doors can be used to get them out of the Drow city, so we can blow it to smithereens without risking the lives of innocents.
Right, but Tick Tick, if she does know about the doors, would also know that you have to be wearing one of Grandma's amulets to be able to use them.
Yeah. So never mind about the doors. Please don't go...
The effing kids.
Pardon?
Night Watch has typed the effing kids. Students. Okay.
Future students.
I don't know what Tick Tick would say now then. She wouldn't want... Because I'm guessing the Drow didn't take all the slaves.
Alright. I think I know the only thing that's going to make most of us happy.
Okay. No getting rid of your character. I like him.
But that's the only solution. Like, realistically, the only solution is to send the rest of the party up the thing to, because the encampment in Scalbania is going to be less than the ones in the Underdark.
Dion?
Get out of the tunnels and go back to doing their jobs, delivering, being messengers, getting completely away from this fight, getting themselves completely out. Deanne goes and takes care of that.
Maybe having the whole party just say fuck off to this politics thing and going off together would be good. But personally, and I'm speaking from a writer's perspective here, the fact that there is conflict within the party makes for a better story.
I'm not having fun with it.
Are you happy?
You're not having fun with it?
Come around for that iron?
I don't like the constant conflict because I don't like constantly feeling like I am the absolute shit person.
Then why do you keep making shit?
I don't mind playing shit characters, but I don't like when my shit character makes it feel like other people... Like, I feel like I'm dragging other people's fun down by playing my character to the point, to the way it should be without... Even if I'm not directly, like, trying to force somebody into doing something against their will.
Okay. Show of hands, or voices rather. Do the rest of you think Deanne's character is fun, or do you find them frustrating?
I love the conflict.
I think it's fun. I think it's fun. It's involving and difficult, but in a really good and interesting way.
Yeah.
You have to like try and think your way out of problems, and like, you know, maybe Ebba would like literally just walk off with the scroll of true resurrection, and you know, but that's a conflict for her, but that's an interesting and involving and kind of deep conflict that involves you, engrosses you in the story. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, that's what I think.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Just because something is tricky,
I've got an idea.
It doesn't mean it's bad. You know.
I've got an idea. Anthony, I'm gonna message you something real quick.
Okay.
See how you think about this.
Even Rob says superficial conflict, not about to stab each other conflict. Yeah.
I think one of the things that causing this is there's a perceived limited amount of time we have all this to figure out.
I did put you under pressure, but I was trying to make it exciting. I didn't mean it has made it more stressful, and I'm sorry about that.
It works in a smaller group, not so much in a bigger one, because there's a lot more diverse personalities. It's a brilliant idea. It's just when there's lots of voices, that adds to the perceived short time.
You take care, okay?
I understand. Okay.
You're a brilliant DM. It's just there's a lot of people in this group.
There is.
Like your character being you is why Aru's being Aru. So when I first made this character, he was intended to be evil like Deanne's been. But then I thought, wait a minute. we got two good people. That's going to cause problems, like you said you had the thoughts of. What if I make this guy to be the in-between person?
The chaotic.
And so, the chaotic one that will fling to both sides.
as their mood fits, yes.
Yeah. And
I think it's been fun. But
yeah.
If you're not having fun, Deanne, then you could swap out your character or do something different if you want to.
I'm waiting for Anthony's opinion on what I just sent him.
Okay.
We'll go across the roads.
No, not yet. That would be a new thing that happens if he succeeds in destroying this city.
Okay.
There would be a couple things that would change after that, if you understand my meaning.
You know, it might be easier to move down a channel and speak. We just talk.
It's okay. It's okay.
So I was thinking, at least because there's not going to be time for it to be today, I was just thinking I was going to pull the other Dampier librarian in for a session or two, and then just some shenanigans.
Okay. We'll see how it plays out. It'll be fun. Okay. Back to the game.
Yep.
So yes, Tick has just dropped this bomb that it's all a conspiracy, that the whole war between the undead and the Drow is a setup to get the Drow to grow the population of the Necropolis and open up another chamber, annex another chamber of the Underdark. How do you feel about that?
Still with us, Freya?
I think Sooty would kind of be down with it, but would be beginning to be concerned with the balance of things.
Yeah.
Sooty now understands that there's this weird balance thing going on, and is it going to cause issues? But also, having a new part of the city
was fucking close.
Malrock says we're just puppets.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
we've always been
You're being used as pawns for the amusement of
Deanne's
Gosh.
going to look around at the group. What have you all been, first and foremost, this entire time?
Where have you been? Is that what you said?
No, what? What are you first and foremost?
What are you first and foremost? Are you asking them?
Yes, I'm asking the whole group. What are you guys first and foremost?
Necropolisans?
No, they're not. He will point
Couriers.
to their catapult.
Ah, cool.
You guys are couriers. Most of you were not born in the Necropolis. You were brought here.
Malrock says I'm a warrior first and foremost.
Malrock, you know what I mean, though. Like, you have been getting more and more freedom from the restraints of the clouded mind of your rebirth.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've been a courier. And regardless, you were not originally born as a citizen of the Necropolis. Go.
Nobody is telling.
Do your jobs. Deliver the messages you have. Get to the Elven Lands. Get away from this conflict. It is not your places.
So you're saying...
However, as a member of a noble family and a servant and a direct servant of one of the council members cannot leave. My place is here now, but I'm not going to pull you all down. Should the fates see it to be appropriate, I will rejoin you when I can.
How you doing?
So Sooty agrees that you agree that it's not your fight, that you are couriers, not
Oh no, really?
SEAL Team 6.
We're warriors. We're not assassins. We're friends. We're couriers. And
Yeah.
honestly, Necropolis is my home. I don't know. I don't actually know where I'm from. But all I remember is the Necropolis, and I'm fed up of living in this society.
Okay.
There's a slight issue with Deanne's speech.
What's that?
And while it affects everyone else, Aru technically doesn't have anywhere to go.
You are still a
He's
courier.
no longer a dark. Yeah, he's still a courier, but he's also bound to Magister now. Like, he's got the direct attention.
But the further away from him you are, the safer he'll be.
Yeah, actually, yeah, he's absolutely fine with you being as far away from the physical him as possible because, yeah.
We'd be more helpful being away from the Necropolis.
Yeah.
I
what's gonna really
want to go into the Drow city, but I think it'd also be okay with us leaving.
If the Drow city is taken care of, it won't matter if it was done by one of us or all of us. The results will be the same.
Maybe 30?
I think leave the Necropolis alone for a bit.
Because,
and
I
maybe
know
go to the Couriers Guild on the surface, where
sort of same, but
humanoid enough that we shouldn't be bothered too much.
What's her name in Valentine? Oakley. She's
And we don't really need a set
occasionally
home
for like her
as long as
dating
we've got
service.
each other. We can be
For like a
friends.
meal and a drink, and she's charging and we're charging 25 per person.
Who needs
So
a
I'd
set
probably
home?
say maybe 30 for Saint Denis with a drink.
Snails.
We've got a mobile home. I say we go grab
Sorry, I had to.
this clubhouse and get out of here.
40 then?
I had to.
I think 50,
Yep.
60.
We'll do Aru, Scarlet, and Malrock. Think of that.
No, that's just normal for them too.
Aru's partially conflicted on a separate matter. He likes the group, he really does, but he also likes this being in the spotlight for once rather than being this normal person.
You like that you got recognized for what you did and that you were called on personally, sort of, by as a group by a go-between to kill the Drow.
Not just that, but like
I'm so sorry.
they've been able to talk with such important people.
Yeah.
Rather, in his normal life, he was just this nobody, and that's where he is currently fighting it.
But maybe you'll find other important people elsewhere in the world. You'll see strange new places, powerful new people. Monsters
I know,
that
I've
you've
made
never
my
seen
decision,
before.
but that is the current inner battle Aru's fighting.
Malrock suggests hiring an army of hobgoblins or orcs. I'm assuming to sack the Drow and make it completely. Yeah, Ebba wants to help Nightwatch find her family, then go off in a boat with her dad.
I might even be dragging Winnie and Freya with me.
Yeah, we could have our like a third party do the job for us while we go do something.
Yeah. So go find so subcontract to some mercenaries. Hey, Actually, who's got the best passive history?
Aru or Ebba?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I have an 18 passive history. What about you, Ebba?
Ebba's got a 15.
Took you long enough, Baron. Took you fucking long enough.
Deanne's got an 18.
Yeah, Deanne and Aru have 18s in history.
Oh yeah, you have the headband thing.
Yeah, so the two of you are going to remember that there are a group of goblins who think that the territory known as the Necropolis actually belongs to them.
Yes, that was like the first ever group we ever came across. We went out on our first ever career mission.
If any group is going to be more than willing to help fuck up the plans, it's going to be goblins.
Yeah, I don't want to turn this into a three-way battle with three armies. That's just going to get ridiculous.
The goblin. That's almost a guaranteed way to kill the goblins.
Yeah.
But yeah, still though, it's just no.
Even more territory for the.
No, she's got her shoulder relocated.
But anyway, I really do think you guys should get back to delivering, to doing the jobs you have.
So forget about the Necropolis and just go be couriers on the surface.
Yeah, like I said, if the fates deem it worthy, then our paths will cross again.
Mm-hmm.
And but you might want to see if you can find somebody who's somewhat skilled in thing. I don't know. It's up to you guys if you wanted to replace me or not.
I'm sure I'll call on your favors again eventually. You still do owe me.
Yes, I despise them. I like Jaeger, I don't like Red Bull.
I do know a certain person will be willing to help as they have a personal stake in the Necropolis.
Yes.
Who the person? Oh. Right. Okay. Well, so the self-imposed exile and yeah, a little bit.
Not necessarily forever, just long enough for the war to end and things to settle down and get back to business as usual.
But okay, so
Iron Lake place.
Does Sooty was Sooty with the party when they met that person when they got to that person's farm?
Yeah,
we did.
But I don't know if she would know.
Sorry?
Yes, she was, but I don't know if Sooty would know how powerful that person is.
This is true.
Yes.
But they might bring it up anyway that that person would have a vested interest in maintaining a positive trade agreement with the Necropolis, right? So.
And despite what she is actually pretty chill with Grandma.
So. Go for it, Sooty. What do you tell him?
When you get locked out.
Need is someone that can do real damage. A strong elemental force, like a powerful bard or wizard or druid. Someone that can cast something like Earthquake and Meteor Swarm.
Okay. Does anybody think? Can anybody think of any creature or person that would match that description?
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine.
There's the farm girl. I don't know. She can raise new creatures. There's the dragon that's just chilling about. They might be able to.
So you're talking about the bean baby farmer, yes?
Bean baby farmer, or the swimming dragon that just relaxes.
The swimming dragon, yeah.
We also have a personal demon that owes us a favor.
And a genie in the box.
And a genie in the box, yep.
So there's four potentially powerful allies. That could help you finish off the Drow quickly, or could do the job could do the job for you while you go back to being couriers and say fuck it.
We do. Technically, we don't. He doesn't owe us anything, but to my understanding, he's very fond of us.
Who?
The god of murder.
Baal.
The one.
Well,
I mean,
this is like even going from evil to even more evil now. I mean, I guess if we involved Rosemary, that's one thing. If we involved the dragon, it's something else. If we, I mean, you know, they are sort of neutral kind of figures. So
I imagine you're all talking.
If we called that devil that we saved from when he was turned into, when he was a prisoner of that centipede guy, or whatever the hell he was, scorpion guy.
Yes. Yeah, the Cambion.
Yeah.
Like, you know, all of those pale in comparison to getting Baal involved.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, Baal, no matter what, Baal will get involved. It's mass murder.
Yeah, but you would get involved at the end rather than the beginning, you know. I mean, come on, there's a difference.
Is there though?
Okay. So yeah, are you going to find some people to do the job for you so that you can go back to being couriers? Or
I don't really understand why we're even doing it anyway, to be honest.
Just because you've proven yourselves.
These people have got armies and like guards and all kinds of stuff, and we're just random couriers who happens to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, or the right place at the right time.
It's because you're couriers that you can, if because you're couriers, if you are found in a place where Necropolis citizens shouldn't be, you can just flash your badges.
Courier badges.
In theory.
So technically, cool army courier badges. Everybody's a courier.
If you're wondering where we are,
Diplomatic immunity.
down the road from the fishing shack.
I know I'm not stealthy.
Don't just ignore my army. They've got diplomatic immunity.
Yeah, it's probably not actually going to work out like that, but in theory.
No. Yeah.
Shan is messaging me. I'm kind of curious as to what she's going to suggest.
Okay.
But anyway. So. Scarlet, what does the hot-headed Mephit think about all of this? They're talking about avoiding a fight with a bunch of Drow to just go deliver letters and shit. How does Scarlet feel about this?
Pretty annoyed. Can't even help delivering the letters because I'll just set them on fire. I'll just be dawdling along with my hammer, swinging away.
There'll be plenty of dangers on the road to get where they're going.
Yeah.
It's in front of the house, and
Anthony.
Uh-huh.
I want to have I want to have something happen that'll, like, because I have a feeling, given the powers that are focused on this,
The ones where you've accidentally, like,
um,
and it goes higher.
where the party is suddenly enveloped in darkness.
Okay.
And when the darkness lifts, Deanne is gone, and a red-headed woman is standing there looking thoroughly confused.
A red-headed woman is stood there looking confused. Okay.
Those that remember the last trip to the library, you kind of recognize her as one of the librarians. What? Here?
Who wants to explain to this librarian what just happened to her?
There's a lot.
There's a lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
To simplify, yeah, there's a lot.
That is as clear as mud.
Actually, some mud can be quite clear, depending on the area that the mud is found.
What? Yes, depending on the mineral content of the mud, it can be clear that she literally goes into an explanation of how to make different colors of mud.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, so you understand my explanation perfectly. Great. Anyway, what are we deciding to do, guys?
Well done.
Do you guys want to sleep on it and actually have the discussion in the RP chat?
I think so.
Okay. We'll put a pin in it.
I think it's just
So I'm going to assume that you've decided, basically by non-action, to not do anything immediately about the Drow City. You know what the what Magister wants. You know what Braziel wants, but of course that's Deanne's problem.
Yeah.
And you do kind of the point that the whole point that Deanne made about you being couriers, not spies, is right. You're not insurrectionists.
Yeah,
you're not terrorists. You're delivery.
Well, if we want to look over at Night Watch, I think she would be considered a terrorist by city standards.
Yeah, well, that's another reason why you getting up to the surface would be good, because when she emerges from that chest, she will be a danger to the Necropolis. So, but anyway, think on it, and I think that would be, we'll have you discuss it in RP chat. And I imagine that your characters would be debating it back and forth long enough to long rest. And I think prior to this long rest, you've been through so much shit, including a motherfucking war, that you more than deserve a level up.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, note to self, give Sooty the one that gives you extra spells feat.
It gives you extra what?
The one that gives you extra spells feat. Magic Initiate.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, this means I have two reasons I need to talk to you, Anthony.
Okay.
How come you're getting a feat? Are we at
Then,
level 11?
City
So,
has
multi.
9 levels in Druid and 1 level in Bard. I don't think they're due for a feat yet. They're just making a mental note that they should when they can.
Yeah.
Down here?
Okay.
Cool. Okay. So, yeah. we'll put a pin in it there. I hope you guys at home have enjoyed this as much as we've enjoyed playing. I know that was mostly just arguing. Hopefully there'll be a bit more action in the next session. If you have enjoyed this, despite the fact that it was
It's good trading.
a debate.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe so you get more content like this. Please join our community, the Games and Geekery Discord server. There's a link in the description below. And yeah, if you want to support us, please do, and help with our fundraiser and stuff. In the meantime, no matter what role you play,
have a good game.
Have a good game.
Yee. Have a good game.
Yeah.